Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing something a little bit spectacular to say the least. So today we're with Unlimited Motorsport. We're going to be testing the British touring car Cupra Leon. I have no clue how it's going to go, personally. I have done a British touring car before, obviously the Mercedes A-Class with race car experiences. A few years ago now, we got my own lid here as well, so we'll have to get a comm system on that. But yeah, no clue how it's going to go personally. I'm kind of nervous, I won't lie. Obviously it's a British touring car that's been raced this year and for next year. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in a minute. See you guys on track. So first of all, before we jumped into the BTCC Cupra Leon car, we actually had a quick 10-minute session in a VW Cup car. I have driven one like this before, obviously with Team Hard, which actually funny enough was this exact same car, just obviously resprayed in white. So yeah, it was an interesting session, just a nice little easy session to start the day, obviously in a car that I'm familiar in the past with. Obviously, as I forgot to mention in the intro, this track day or this session is at Donington Park National Layout. And as it's only a track day, you've got multiple different cars going out. Obviously you've got MX-5s, you've got C1s, you've got obviously the VW Cup car that I'm driving, and also obviously the British touring car, which was insane to say the least. Probably one of the fastest cars on the track that day. But yeah, the session wasn't very long, only a 10-minute session, and we did unfortunately have a red flag during that session. But now we head back into the pit lane after our VW Cup session and now get ready for the main event in the BTCC Cupra Leon car then. Good that? Yeah. So guys, here we are then at Donington Park. We've got the 2025 British touring car Cupra Leon then just behind us. This is a car we'll be going out after lunch. It's just currently the lunch break right now. But yeah, it's very interesting to say the least. A little bit nerve-wracking as well. Obviously a bit more powerful than what I'm used to with MX-5s and the E36. But nevertheless, we'll see what we can do. Obviously, Donington Park is quite a nice track. It's a little bit icy today though, so we do have to watch out for that. It's going to be very slippery, very tricky to say the least. But yeah, I think it'll be very good. Meeting some good people around here, obviously, and it's going to be an incredible experience. So, massive shout out to Unlimited Motorsport. Can't wait to try this. Let's do this, guys.
2 hours later.
I'm sorry.
Scoot your bum back.
Yep, cool.
Definitely headlights.
Yep.
It's almost dark.
Yeah. So here we go in the 2025 BTCC Unlimited Motorsport Cupra Leon then. As you see, as per usual, the camera starts off a bit blurry and then it clears up quite nicely, just about a lap in. Straight away I was getting up to speed because I wanted to try and, well, feel the experience of this car to the maximum, and honestly, what an experience it was. You'll just see during the duration of this session how much quicker this car is compared to the other cars. Even just starting off on the session where I was taking it a little bit more easier and just trying to get the feel of the car and braking a lot earlier into corners, I was still a lot quicker than everyone else because obviously this car has just so much power and so much grip. And that's one thing I kind of had to watch out for, because one minute a car is miles away from you all the way down the road and then suddenly you're right behind them, so you do have to watch out a little bit, and I was quite wary of that. So coming into corners where I was quite far behind people, you'd see me backing off quite a bit, just for the fact that you catch them so much quicker than what you expect. And obviously I don't want to panic anyone, obviously going around and obviously cause an incident, and obviously I don't want to well, go into the back of them myself because I misjudge it. So yeah, I was taking it a little bit easier when catching other people and when I was trying to pass other people. But nevertheless, as we headed towards turn 1 then, as you saw, someone was coming out the pit lane and we just went down the inside. Had nice plenty of space there and he knew I was coming through, so nice and easy down the inside. As we head down towards Quainer Curves then, like I said, just take it a little bit easier coming up to the back of people. Obviously by old hairpin we had caught this guy. And to be fair, before we even got into the corner, we had overtaken him, as you can see, going around the outside there with old hairpin. And that kind of just showed, obviously, this car is just a lot more powerful and obviously an actual racing car compared to other cars, which are road cars. There's some, yeah, racing cars like the MX-5s, the Spectre race. But obviously this thing is just next level and it was incredible to say the least. Definitely worth trying to do this experience if you ever get the opportunity to. I know Unlimited Motorsport said they possibly would do it again, so I 100% recommend it to anyone because even just driving this car is just phenomenal. But for me to actually push it a little bit and get an experience of a lifetime was just insane. And as you see, coming up to old hairpin once again, catching an MX-5 here, and yeah, it just showed how quickly we caught people. Coming through the chicane, I really love that final chicane on Donington Park, especially with this car. It's just absolutely epic, as we also got a trackside camera angle there. As we head in towards turn 1, and this is where we start pushing it a little bit more now. As you can see, we're catching up to people once again, and that was just kind of the story of this whole session, was constantly catching and overtaking cars. As you can see, we've got a little bit more confident with overtaking people coming out of old hairpin then, as we move to the side there, as we head up towards the sweeping left-hander before we have a tight right-hander. Honestly, this track and this car combination is insane. I would really love to try the Cupra around Brands Hatch Indy, or even better, Brands Hatch GP circuit, but I think the most I'd ever be able to do is Indy. But yeah, I'd love to try this car around Brands Hatch, just for the fact that Brands Hatch is my favourite circuit in the country, and one of my most favourite circuits all over the world, to be honest. So I'd love to try this car around there one day, and maybe possibly, if they ever run this again, I might do it at Brands Hatch. But still, at Donington Park, still an experience. Any track, to be honest, in this car was an experience. And obviously, I think I forgot to mention, on our left here we have our coach, which was actually ex-British touring car driver Jack Goff. And honestly, he was phenomenal on the comms and the hand signals. As you see, getting a bit more aggressive. I know in track days they say not to overtake into corners and into braking zones, but as you can see, we just catch cars way too quickly to be abiding by that rule. And he got out of the way as well, so I knew what he was doing and where I had to place the car. So yeah, as we head down towards Quainer Curves and down towards old hairpin once again, another car we're just catching. Like I said, once again, that was the story of this session, was just catching cars. And there's a Ford KA there, which was run by Autotech, I think it was. Just getting around the outside of him there, in towards the sweeping left-hander. And yeah, this car, sequential gearbox, with the grip of this car, the racing tyres as well, it just felt all at one. Honestly, exactly like what I said when I did the Mercedes A-Class. This car, with your driving style, it just feels like you're at one with the car. It doesn't feel like you're hustling the car, it just does what you want it to do, basically. And I absolutely loved it. Honestly, phenomenal experience. And I felt like I pushed this one a lot more than what I did the Mercedes. And Jack was really good on the coaches, just like Lewis was, but Jack, obviously, he was just phenomenal on the comms, and I could hear him a little bit better than what I could with Lewis in the Mercedes, so that kind of helped a little bit. Obviously, the comms are quite difficult to still hear no matter what in a touring car, because it is just so loud, the engine noise. I've had to turn the video volume down massively, just so you can hear my comms. But yeah, that was unfortunately my last push lap, and I probably think my best lap out of the whole session, just for the fact that this was my final lap here. But as you can see, there's a group of cars that I do actually end up catching by the end of this lap. So unfortunately, we kind of did just slow down and back off down here, just for the fact that obviously I'm coming in this lap anyway, and I wanted to cool the car down. Honestly, what an experience this was. I couldn't have expected anything more from this. It was just absolutely phenomenal, because it's just a racing driver's dream to drive a car like this, especially a British touring car. Another thing that was epic was the fact that I shared the track with Nick Hamilton, Lewis Hamilton's brother. As you can see, as I'm coming back into the pits here, when I pull up, you'll see that Nick had actually just pitted just before me, and we were actually both sharing the track together. We never saw each other on track, but it was another cool experience to think that I got to share the track with Hamilton. But yeah, nevertheless, so that is the end of our British touring car session, and what an experience it was. Oh yeah, this thing's a machine. Someone sponsor me, please. Perfect. Oh, thanks so much, man. That was so good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, I did, honestly, amazing.
We're basically into the night. Amazing.
How was that? That's good. Well done.
So boys, we are finally back home. It was a bit of a long journey back home. I apologise, I didn't do an outro at the track, or I didn't do a sum up. I'm going to quickly do one now, just as I've got home, because honestly, the adrenaline is still rushing through my body. That car is just incredible. The Cupra, I mean, it's just insane to see me in a British touring car. I know it was only for one session, 20-minute session, but to see my name on the side of the car as well, it's actually a dream come true. Honestly, I'm actually kind of speechless. The car felt amazing. Like, I just felt like I was at one with the car. Obviously, I did do the British touring car Mercedes A-Class before, but that was a bit of an older one, and also the fact that it was a bit more of an experience rather than full pushing. Don't get me wrong, I was going quite quick in that one, but today in the Cupra, it was just incredible. Like, I was proper pushing it there. And Jack Goff as well, incredible instructor. Unlimited Motorsport, incredible team. Ollie as well, incredible instructor in the VW Cup car. I don't think that could have gone much better. Also got to meet Nick Hamilton as well, absolute legend. Obviously, as you guys know, with his disability, I mean, that man is just a legend. He's actually a legend, and BTCC are lucky to have him, because honestly, how he's managed to overcome what he's gone through and get on the grid is just insane. So massive respect to him, and a great, lovely person to meet as well. So yeah, little Nick Hamilton shout there. But yeah, honestly, that day was incredible. Absolutely loved it, and it couldn't have gone better. If you guys ever get the opportunity to do this with Unlimited Motorsport in the future, 100% take it. Honestly, take it, because it was just incredible. I loved every minute of it. But yeah, I'm leaving this video here. If you guys enjoyed this video, then make sure to like, subscribe. But thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye for now.